All right. Well, we are live. All right, folks. Well, I do not know if this is the right stream because the backend system gave us some issues. So literally, we can't get live to the right stream probably. And I think everyone is over there waiting over there. So we'll give it a few more seconds here. And I am not sure what's going on. Well, I'm going to talk to the team. I got team right here. But we got one person joining us. But the system said the YouTube post had been deleted. So not sure.
So we're not supposed to be on Facebook?
On. We got one person. Hey.
Good evening.
So we have a couple folks joining us.
Are you guys watching on YouTube or Facebook?
YouTube.
Oh, it's all YouTube.
Yeah, that's the Facebook thing. So,
gotcha.
I
just thought we had to stream on Facebook as well.
No, I think they will. I don't know. Maybe I messed that up.
Because I thought it was supposed to be, because it's just on YouTube.
Yeah, they do that. Oh, did we in the wrong one? Well, they deleted the wrong one. Nope. We are not on the right stream.
Hold on one second. So should we end it and then go to the right one?
Well, here's the problem. Like, we can't go to the right one because someone deleted So how this all works, guys, is a back-end program called StreamYard, and that's where we log in. But then StreamYard links to the front end where the to YouTube, so it can just broadcast it. But someone deleted the YouTube part, and so we are not on the right stream where everyone. And I don't know how that works because there's a lot of people that were over there. You can try that. You can. We can't get on the other stream.
It's not a hike.
Was deleted out of the back.
YouTube showed you the notification for the broadcast, right?
Yeah. So there's a few smart people. I'm just going to say, Cassandra, just comment on that one that we're not, that it's on a different one.
Like put a link to this one.
All right, folks. Well, I think we are starting to get a few other people joining us. So we are. Oh, someone says, I'm seeing you from the link in your email. Well, that's cool. That's awesome. All right.
That's good.
Well, we are going to just go live, and I think we're going to chat about, what we're supposed to. Yeah, Stephanie now is asking, hey, just making sure. I'm just going to have to text all of them at once because all right. Well, we are gonna chat Farm Store. They can figure that out on what they're working on. And today was really busy in the store.
Oh my gosh! No. Can we start from the very beginning of the day?
Yes, very adventurous day. So
because everyone woke up with a slam. Sorry.
Well, my day started early, but then the first thing I had to go outside for was we had citrus delivered at 6:30 a.m. So we had to go unload 3 pallets off a truck, and 2 pallets are for us. 1 pallet is for a farm south of us, or a buying co-op south of us. So, and then we kind of did this, that, and the other. And then at 9 o'clock.
No, I was just saying about the car accident.
Oh, and then, yes, literally.
Like
at
7 o'clock.
about 10 to 7, there was a car accident literally right in front of our farm. Again, we live in the city. We are an urban farm in the city.
Yeah.
And so there's a car accident out front of us.
Yeah. Nobody was injured.
No, yeah, it was 2 well-built cars, and they just ran into each other. That's what it was.
It was very noisy.
It was very noisy.
It's
yes.
amazing how loud those are. Anyway.
And then so one of the things that we've been working on is getting our food truck basically set up for winter. And so we had to run new electric. We had to run new water lines. We had to run a new sewer line, and we had to move a container to fit all of that in. So
I don't know exactly what was happening when you guys were moving that container, but one of the guys who works for us was just hopping around like crazy, like really stressed, and you were just like
Caleb?
in a crouch, just like watching. And then
Caleb was kind of stressed. In all honesty, the moving of the container, it's a 20-foot container. They weigh about 3,500 pounds, or no, like 4,500 pounds. So it was heavy. It had a bunch of stuff in it. So it was even heavier than that.
Mm-hmm.
That went very smoothly. That was done in probably an hour.
It was smooth, but there was something going on. And he was like,
Mike brought some really big old well pipes, oil well pipes, and we dropped the container on that, and we rolled it across. So we just had that done, but then it was reshaping the ground. We had to dig up the sewer. We had to dig up where the water ran. We had to build the whole thing. We had to go to about 6 different trips to the hardware store. I will say, the one thing advantage of us being within the city limits is we have really good access to different stores. Like
we have some local hardware stores.
Yes, we have local hardware stores. Then we got a Middletown Electric, which is a full service electrical contracting store. Then I went this afternoon. I had to go over to get a specific plumbing part, and that was at a Wise Way Supply, which is a plumbing supply store, which was about 8-10 minutes away. And then actually tonight, about 7:30, I had to run down and pick up a part at a Lowe's, and that was, that's only 16 minutes away. So
we've got Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, all the.
There's incredible advantages of being where we are. Just as well as there's disadvantages, and we can go on those for a while. But being near all of that allows you to really benefit from that. It was interesting. We have some great questions coming in, and we will get to those. It was interesting. I was talking to, I forget who I was talking to. I don't know if it was Emily or it was Katrina. Anyway, I was talking to another farmer, and we were talking about the advantages of where we are. And the interesting thing is, because within about 20 minutes, there's like 4 or 5 of the farm stands. You got Bayers, you got Schaefer's, you got Lovely's, you got Cleveland's, which is only fall. But you've got, what's that other one that gal interviewed from? That's
Tradewinds?
Yeah. So there's at least 5 or 6 within the area. So while there is a tremendous large market that we are tapping from, there is a lot of competition. So what that means is we just have to be very specific and specialized and tell the specific story to the customers we want to serve.
Yeah.
And so that's why like our You Pick Strawberries does such a great, a huge bell curve for us during the season, because there's no one else doing what we're doing with strawberries. So the people doing strawberries, no one else doing the flavor profile and grown organically, which is actually something, this is something that
other vegetables aren't grown organically, or they're not being intentional about sourcing organically.
No, and they bring in, fry pies and all that kind of stuff, which again, you do you, but we use
like the preserves that they don't have organic sugar. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Again, if that's the type of farm market you want to be, we are more than happy to support farmers of all types and, persuasions and.
But I think what's really interesting to that is that consumers do want something different. Like I had a lady, this is about pizza. This isn't even about anything, but you had highlighted Redbird Pizza and how much you loved them. And they were talking about how much they love supporting the farm and stuff, and they're getting rid of all the seed oils in their oils for their bread. And she was like, when he posted that, she's like, I'm gonna go there. And I'm like, yes, you should go there.
Seriously is, again, Savannah and I, we will travel and we will go to specific places to eat pizza. And
well, we like different food experiences.
But and we'll literally, when I used to travel a lot for consulting, I would literally seek out good pizza and go there to eat. Mm-hmm. And this pizza, which is 15 minutes away from us, 12, 15 minutes, I would say is top 2.
Oh, by far.
Top 2 pizzas I've had in my entire life.
Because he's obsessed with like making it an excellent.
Yeah. And so it's really interesting because he talks about, and this is something a lot of people don't think about, but he talks about how much he filters the water for the dough.
Yeah.
And he also talked, when I was in there the first time, we were talking about his oven, how much he did spend on his oven. Mm-hmm. They actually had the first oven shipped to them, looked at it, realized it wasn't what they wanted, shipped the first oven back and bought a different oven.
Oh, interesting.
Because he wanted it very different.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, that's.
My point is you have to highlight the things that make you different, because there's a million places to get pizza around here, just like Correct. There's a million farm markets. And so being a little obsessive about some things sets you apart, helps you tell a better story, and gets the customers that are also obsessed about the things that you care about.
Yeah. Whereas if we were like 2 hours out, we would probably be the only game in town. So it would not be, we wouldn't have to tell our story as much as more as just let people know where we were.
We would really just have to convince people to come. You know? And then you don't have as much, I guess you could maybe charge differently, but you wouldn't be able to charge as much either, because it's like.
Well, I mean, yes and no, because I know farm stands in Alaska. I mean, Alaska is very expensive. And, because they're in the middle of nowhere, they can literally charge a lot, because they're just, if you want lettuce, you're buying lettuce from this farm.
Sure.
Or else you're going to eat bear or elk or salmon. But
it sounds kind of nice right now, the salmon anyway.
Yes, it does. All right, well, let's dive here into some questions. We got some good questions here. Talk about co-packing. Call Pat. Good way to expand our offerings, even though I don't have time to take on more projects. Well, neither do we. So that's why we do co-pack. So we don't have to have any of our new Fireside labels, do we? So when we started the farm, we knew that wellness products, tinctures, fireciders have great markup, and we knew we could produce something a little bit different. And so
we could grow it ourselves.
We could grow it ourselves. So our Firesider brand, Farmstead Wellness, we grow at least 80% of the top of what's in there. We don't grow the apple cider vinegar, and we don't grow the pepper.
Just kidding. Peppercorns. Well, we don't grow lemons. We don't grow
lemons. So that's what it is: lemons, peppercorns, and
we don't make the apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, don't make the apple cider vinegar. Now we have looked into. There is a hardy citrus that's very thorny that we could grow here that would survive the winter, and it's really a non-edible fruit. But when you look at why you put the lemons in the fire cider, it still has those benefits. Oh. So we have talked about that. We have looked at that, and we still might do that.
But if it's not edible.
No, but it's still got the beneficial that you want in the fire cider.
So it's not inedible as in it's poisonous. It's just not edible as in like you want to eat it.
You don't want to eat it.
Gotcha.
You do not want to eat it. Yes. It's just a really nasty lemon flavor.
Okay.
Almost
like a hedge apple kind of thing.
No, hedge apples are very different, but it's just not like a lemony sweet.
Gotcha.
It's more of but it gives a good property. So again, it would be really interesting to find someone that has them, buy some, and put them in a batch and make sure that it actually tastes. It doesn't taste awful.
Yeah, because it already is kind of borderline.
Yes, there's only so far you can go with those. Yes, but so what we were processing on site, and we were pretty good at it. I mean, we processed a fair amount. And
we got us that like slicer thing.
Yes. So we had a whole, I got pictures of the entire system we had. I mean, we would do like 25, 30 buckets at a time. Mm-hmm. That's 5-gallon buckets. So we would produce hundreds of gallons at a time. Mm-hmm. Or 100 at least gallons at a time. But again, what we went, that was when we were a PMA. So we're a private membership association. We could pretty much process whatever we wanted or thought we could. And then when we went back into the public domain, we knew we needed to find someone to process it. And so we have Amber, who is a supplier for our store. She does a lot of seasonings and stuff like that. She's a pretty large ODA, FDA inspected facility. And so she said, hey, I could probably handle some of this for you. So the first thing we gave her was our pesto. And
well, we gave her our basil
yes,
garlic scapes.
Yeah, basil garlic scapes. And then she went ahead and processed the pesto for us. Did a great job.
Pickles. She did pickles for us.
Pickles for us too. Did a nice cute label on it. And so then we let her take over the fire cider production for us. And again, her price is not bad for what we pay. I would
we also understand what the labor was just for us to pay.
Yes. But we don't have like a solid, what I would kind of like to get to with her is a cost per unit. Like Michael, I've done my numbers. I kind of know that it's going to cost us $3.50 per bottle.
Gotcha.
Or, X dollars per gallon to produce.
Yeah.
And then, when you bottle it, it costs us X that to bottle. So that's kind of be a little bit more stability right now. She's just billing us for every batch and its hours and facility hours and stuff like that. And again, they're not bad at all. But it's she handles all of that. Now we are supposed to get her the bottles, the lids, and ingredients and stuff like that. Sometimes she'll source some of that herself. Again, we're still, all of us are flying a little bit by the seat of our pants on this.
Because this is her first foray into co-packing as well.
Well, and scale.
Yeah.
She's done like little 1 gallon jars for people.
Yeah.
But I mean, like we will tell her, we need, 30 cases.
Gallons.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and again, there's numerous co-packing facilities around the U.S. We were back in New York. There was a vegetable co-packing facility down in Hudson, and you could send them, a tote bin, which is, 20 bushel bin of red peppers, and they would chop it, freeze it, send it in there, and then you bring it back frozen.
How far away was that from you?
That would have been 2 hours for us.
Yeah. So again, when you're more remote.
Yes. But I would say, again, if you're taking 4 bins of some product, 2 hours is really not that far.
No.
Especially when you see how far most meat people go to get their product packaged.
That's true. Yeah. And what a great further use for peppers or getting your spinach
sweet corn or something like that. Yeah. So, there's different types of co-packers. And again, a lot of it is that you just can't find them because like Amber, like she doesn't have a sign that's saying I co-pack. No one would have ever called her up and said, would you co-pack? It's really about building that network.
How did you find out that that's what she wanted to do or she was open to that?
Oh, because remember, Jamie and I visited the facility this summer, the winter, and we saw someone else's fire cider in there, and so she said, "I do some work for other people," and then just a conversation.
We were like, "Well, have we got a plan for you?"
Yeah, so I think we will probably continue to tap her for other things as well. Like our pesto basil does really well. Ray Tyler does 4 different types of pesto.
Wow.
And it's like a carrot top pesto, and I just don't think our market might not demand that, but we can try it.
We could try it. I could just make some ourselves.
Yeah, and see what the flavor is.
It's more like a chimichurri. It doesn't really taste like pesto to me. It tastes like a chimichurri.
Okay. So that's kind of, and again, you really need to set up, every facility is going to be different in how they set it up. Some they just charge you hourly. Some of them charge you by the job. Some have minimums. Ours, the ones people we work with don't. We're also starting to work with, we're getting ready to work with Brandy, who has a certified kitchen about 20 minutes from us. And so we were trying to see if she could start managing some of our dips, some of our...
Because she originally, it was a shared use kitchen,
yes,
but she used it for meal prep for clients.
Yes, she does meal prep. And so we also, again, maybe, and part of that is going to be more traditional. She may just produce it, put it in our store, and we buy it wholesale. But some of these are specifically our recipes, which she's just processing for us because we don't have the bandwidth. I mean,
with the space.
Yes. How many loaves of bread do you guys do for Monday, Tuesday?
45.
45.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
And you'll do another
30 are being baked tomorrow, but I kind of feel like it's not enough.
No. So
but we had so much bread left over yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to make like 45 more loaves.
Well, I think you just need to look at your sales per day and realize that Thursday is a huge sales day for
that's true. But I will say all sales have been down. So I just didn't.
Yeah, but we also have to make croutons. We have to make sourdough stuffing kits for next week.
Okay.
So we're going to need, I think our Monday bake's going to have to be huge.
Okay.
or else we won't be able to get those fulfilled in time.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me what those are
Yeah.
while we have this side conversation.
Yes. So that's kind of what it is. Now, again, these are our recipes we're going in with. We're very picky about our recipes, the flavors, and the ingredients, and all of that. But yeah, that's basically what co-packing is. And again, if you go and look at even like Frito-Lay, some of Frito-Lay products, if you look on the bags that says processed at X facility for Frito-Lay, they use co-packers. Frito-Lay really doesn't own a lot, all their own processing facilities. And so, yeah, I mean, it's done across the board. It's very profitable for everyone involved because you're not paying for all that infrastructure and that very expensive infrastructure, labor, all that. You just get the product you need when you need it without having to do that major investment. So we probably would have gone sooner to co-packing if we had been smarter.
There would have been a few things.
Yes. But anyway, it's working out quite well for us. Let's put it that way.
Yes. And worth looking into.
Yes. Next question is the QR codes that were mentioned in the 4 pillars handout. What if you're in an area with no cell service? So Laura, I'm assuming that Cassandra put that together. So I'm assuming she put that together talking about QR codes for payment, or you can use QR codes for so many things. One of the things we're moving towards is actually like someone comes up to a point of sale item, like about a fire cider, and they see a QR code. It's a scan to learn more, pulls up a 90-second video of us talking about it. So if you don't have cell service, then and maybe you have Wi-Fi. If you don't have Wi-Fi or cell, then I think QR codes are probably just not going to be for you. But yeah, I mean, when you do have an internet connection, they can be incredibly powerful. Or the other thing is just print out the QR code on a piece of paper and give them the paper to take home. So when they do have internet. Someone say we live 1 mile off a road that has 3,000 cars a day. We got a sign there, and we are 10 minutes from town. And people said we are so far out. We close store and we advertise everywhere. No luck. So I mean, on some of those too, I do know some people are too far away from things, and if you are kind of far down the road, then you got to really turn yourself into a destination. So there's the two aspects: you're the drive-by or you're the destination. We are more of a destination. Yes, we have a lot of cars in front of our house, but what we found is on our customer research is very few people are driving by, seeing our sign and going, "Oh my gosh, it's amazing! I'm going to drive in."
Well, how many people stop in for the first time and go, "I didn't even know you guys were here"?
A lot.
And we're always like, "Yes,
we have been here." Well, compare that to Bayer Melon Stand, which actually, let's do this. I am going to show you guys Bayer Melon Stand because it's a very interesting. It's a very different.
Well, what that comment is making me think of, if they live a mile off the road, it makes me think of Berry Hill. They're close to big busy roads, but they're nowhere. They're literally in the middle of the nowhere. And so but they're a blueberry you pick. So you're going there, blueberry and blackberry.
Yes.
You pick. So they're definitely a destination. I don't know how much drive-by traffic they would ever get.
All right, so I'm just going to drop you someone here and...
Oh, yeah. Wow.
All right.
Sorry for the yawning.
Right there. Okay, so you guys can see this road.
It's a major...
It's at State Route 35, so I'd say twice as many cars as our road.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. So
moving at much higher speeds. Also.
Yeah, but you can see as you get up to it, I mean, it's huge. It's overwhelming. They've got great signage right here.
They have signs on either side, like I don't know, a mile each way.
Yes, they do right there. As you get a little closer, look at that. You can literally, as you drive by, look at it and see the tomatoes and that right there. So this is really not a destination, even though yes, it is in one aspect because they have a pretty loyal following. But it's drive by. People drive by and see see it right there and just stop in and shop. And it's very easy parking. You literally just pop in, drop, walk in. They've got lots of product. They do all the flowers and all of that. And friends of ours ran it, and they are not running it this season because they said it was too much.
So who's going to run it?
That's up to the owners to figure that out. But if we just scroll back to our farm, which is Down here, I didn't know if there was a town called Whitefield. Whitfield? Is that Whitfield?
Is it a town or?
I have a hard time finding our farm. No, I'm not. I know
It's right there.
Yeah, but and again, part of this is our problem because we don't have a huge sign by the road. But I will point out that we are not allowed to have a huge sign by the road. Let's get over to this lane right here. But this is literally as you drive up what our farm looks like.
It's right next to an underpass for a railroad.
Yep. So that slows people down there. But this is the largest legal sign that we're allowed to have right there. So relatively small.
The sign falling, the letters falling down.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, as you drive by, I mean, that's our store right there, and you just really can't see that.
We got big trees in the front.
This actually was the summer, if you notice, because the pavilion's up.
Oh, nice.
So this got to be July.
Yeah,
I mean, this is
even the
July.
silo's up.
Yeah, July 2025. Look at that.
Nice.
Anyway, so yeah, you really can't. I mean, you look back in there, you can see something going on, and it was a close. I believe this was a Monday. This is interesting because they shot all of Carlisle in one day, but this one must have been earlier in the day because you can see the truck and the trailer. Now, if we drive to our other location, you can also see, because this is we're a split location for our farm, has two locations. You can see the truck and the trailer. So
this
somehow,
is not the first time you've looked at this.
No, this is not. Yes. All right. So I guess to kind of come back to all of this.
Okay. Yes.
If you're further out from places,
Yeah.
you may have to really focus on building yourself a destination. And so that's something that we have sat down in discussion today. We actually sat down for an interview today with somebody that we're looking to hire. And part of the interview was, how can you make us more of a destination? They have some really good experience in this. And so that's our goal with them. Mix of events, more play area for the kids, working on our food truck more in line for pulling people in with that. What else was there? Was she talking events? A lot of events, stuff like that. So that I think is something that
How hard it is to really have a good hayride.
Actually, yeah, that was part of the discussion.
Made me feel better.
Yeah, but so if you're really far out, then that may be your challenge. Now, what we do know, like friends of mine down in Tennessee, they have a really, really popular farm market. And they realized that they were so far off the road that they decided to split it. They actually put their market on a vacant lot in town. And that's what they're ours. Now, they could have, yes, they could have decided to build it on farm. And that was, and they could have done that, because, discussed that. But they chose to have their growing in the farms one place and their market someplace else. That's different than Jack Mannix. Jack Mannix is on a relatively busy road, and they have 30 something greenhouses there and a wonderful farm store, and are incredibly busy. So it really comes down to kind of what you're trying to build. And I think there's both. You can have both. You can say, I want to be out in the middle of nowhere and people will come to me. And then you can also say, I'm just going to take my stand and move it into town or build something else in town so I don't have to work as hard at that. I can be a lot simpler. There's both
There's
work.
pros and cons to both, because there have been so many times we wish that it wasn't in our backyard. I just wish it was flipped,
Oh gosh, yes.
If it was just flipped.
Yeah, if we could, again, we would put the store up by the road and our house back. But again,
Can't
when
move
you have
a
an
house that's 1890.
when you have an 1897
brick.
double brick house. So it's interesting. Before we bought this, a church bought it. The church was going to move the house, they said, and build their church building here. And so they had a guy come to actually look at it. And the guy just drove in the driveway and looked at the house and looked back at them and said, "You want to move that?" And he laughed and drove off. It's a story I heard.
It's a good story.
It's a good story. But anyway, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
It's literally
yes.
a brick.
We do not do our own honey sticks. This is another aspect of co-packing. So we just send it out. We send a 5-gallon bucket of honey out to the West Coast. I don't have that information on me.
It's weird that nobody closer does it.
But there's literally one company in the U.S. that does it.
Amazing.
You can buy your own machine, but it's not that expensive. I mean, it's maybe like $275 or $300 plus the shipping.
And you get like 1,000,
4,000
4,000
honey sticks back.
for a 5-gallon bucket of honey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is sticky, but
yeah. And you have to make sure the honey you send out doesn't have any, you want it relatively clean. Unfortunately, this is not the honey that's going to be super raw because they do have to heat it.
Yeah.
They do heat it hot enough so it doesn't crystallize. So no one wants all crystallized honey stick. So again, the quality is going to go down, but people sure do love those. Fun. Yes. The question is, first year launching CSA flower share, and wondering if you remember what your first year selling your food share was like, and what your first year to 3 year selling shares went being new. We didn't start a food share until the first
second year.
Well, 2021, fall of 21. We did kind of like they just purchased, they filled out a form, and then they just paid us through like PayPal or something. It's super simple. We didn't use any software.
Oh, wow.
And then that next spring, we actually did software.
Because that was the year we did the CSA with Dorothy Lane.
Yes. Did we do our own CSA and Dorothy Lane? Wow. That was a lot. That's why I have gray hair.
This isn't the first year we've done something crazy. And I'm really afraid it won't be our last.
Honey Acres in Wisconsin will make honey stick straws from your honey. Well, that is good to know. That's way closer than where we were.
Should I write that down?
Yes, do write that down. We appreciate that info.
I'm going to text it to you. So
I think like the first fall we had made 20 CSA.
Yeah.
And then the next year we had maybe 70. I think how they calculate it is we have about 150 or 200 members throughout the year. We're year-round CSA. I would say that we aren't as happy with the numbers in CSA that we would like. We'd like to see it larger.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't
because
think
you're going to the trouble of doing it anyway. You might as well do 300, 400.
I would say that we don't promote it as well as we could.
Yeah, and when we do, I think we do see
more people sign
there were 2 people in the store today that were brand new, either pre-packed or bag yourself. For their shares. So that was fun.
Yeah. Promoting it. We're also not happy with the software of the system.
No. But we're not happy with anybody else's software either.
Yes. Well, yes. There's 2 other options we can try. One, I will never use them because of a bad experience with them in the past. And the other one, we frankly just haven't signed up with them and switched. Local Food Marketplace. I would definitely be considered working with them. I've heard very good things about them. People have said a lot that they really liked it.
The other part of our complex story, because we love to make things complicated, is that we have 3 inventories right now. And so any other CSA platform we'd switch to would require that inventory. And so we would love to not have 3. 2 seems
2 certainly, because we have the Square system. That's one inventory. We have the Shopify system for the online sales. That's another inventory.
But different. Very little overlap.
Very low. I mean, Firesider's an overlap. And that's pretty. And then Plants in the Spring is an overlap because they get sold both places.
But not all plants. Right?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, there's
we have tomato plants in Square, but you don't have tomato plants on Shopify, or you won't have tomato plants.
We won't this year. We did. Yes.
Watermelon plants.
Oh
Remember
my gosh.
That whole kerfuffle?
Yes, that kerfuffle.
I'm so sad. But anyway, things. We should write all this down, honey. We should spend our anniversary, New Year's Eve, just writing down all the crazy stories, all the stupid things, and then make ourselves a rubrics for how to not do those things again. A flow chart. Sorry.
You can see which one's the dreamer and which one's the realist here.
Wait, to answer her question though.
I mean, what I'm going to say is I feel, my personal opinion, flowers are a tough hill to climb. I definitely, there's some people that have success with it, but those people are just knocking it out of the park, especially on Instagram with beautiful photos and stuff like that.
You mean just flowers?
Yes.
Flower growers in general. She's doing a flower CSA.
Yes. So back to what I'm going to say is that it also requires typically a really good market.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. Less so than vegetables. More people
Yeah.
buy vegetables, eat vegetables,
Yeah.
want vegetables.
Flowers, while absolutely necessary, can feel like a luxury
For a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like making sure you're positioned in a market where you have people that are like, yes, I want to invest in
now.
And telling a really great story about why your flower bouquet is the one that they need on their table.
Yes. So this is interesting because we've done flowers here. We've had people bring flower bouquets in and we've never had success.
No.
Never. Ever 4 years.
Yep.
The Under the Pines folks, so we had them in Summit, which was a ton of fun to host them. They sell out their bouquets every single day.
Amazing.
Within an hour sometimes.
Amazing.
So it just shows you that the demand is in the area, but they're good at flowers. People love them for their flowers. We're not good at flowers, and people don't come to us for flowers. So
it's kind of like people don't even think about us in regards to flowers. Because
yes, and it's like even if they were going to buy flowers,
we have Christmas wreaths, but no one's coming here to buy Christmas wreaths. But they'll buy their turkeys from us, even though they can get turkeys from.
Yes. Which reminds me, we need to discuss if we want any winter greenery because Alan said the auction has a special winter greenery sale tomorrow.
Oh.
So he said he would call me before and just talk me through what they had. We want to bring anything in. So we need to discuss that.
Yeah.
But back to, building the CSA, a flower CSA, I think that's a great way to do it. Because a nice time to try to sell people on flowers is in the wintertime when it's gray outside and awful.
Oh, like what a great Christmas gift. Someone's like, I got you this thing, so go get fresh flowers every week or every month or whatever.
Yes, exactly. So I think that's a great way to do it. Again, with any business, the first couple of years we were handing out free samples. We were giving people free stuff. You're going to put a lot in it to make it, flip and come back.
Yep.
Yes. Sorry,
I was just reading stuff.
Yeah. So I think that kind of can answer the question.
Yeah. What was it? Like we saw growth. I think we were growing in a lot of other ways.
Correct. Now
so our CSA was not necessarily the focus of our growth.
Correct. Like we would
our store.
It was the focus. The online sales were the focus.
Yeah.
Growing that side of things with the focus. So yes, there is what you focus on, what you cherish will grow. And so we were, there was a lot of things we were focused on, which meant that one.
And I think to some extent we were focused on too many things, therefore.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. All right, folks, if you do have more questions, please put those in the chat. We would love to keep answering those. I think a few people showed up, so that's good.
The lady that was in a mile off the road, they're at farmers markets.
And CSA. I'd love to know what part of the country they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a tough area of the country. Yeah. Flowers. The floral posters from West Michigan. Yeah. Nice. You've hosted a session on ways to use Square to run farm sales. We haven't. That will be included in the farms accelerator. I think that's what we've got. Just a minute. Cassandra sent me the information.
When is that launching?
I don't even know. Okay. She's the Farm Store Accelerator is what it's called. But that absolutely is something that we will be discussing in there, because Square is actually a pretty powerful system, and they've done some really good additions in the last couple of years. Because you can do events, you can do services, all that kind of stuff.
I can't see the questions anymore.
I'm not sure what I did.
Is it?
Oh.
I think you're just on the wrong tab.
I am on the wrong tab. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Launching in January. Okay, so the actual class is being taught in January. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to go live so people can purchase it, because I know in December there is, maybe it's literally just waiting on me to review things.
Wow.
That sometimes happens, folks. I spent today, yes, out working on the food truck, so I did not have any time in the office. So yeah, we'll absolutely, Treasure Acre Farm 143, we will have a session that will be really on our all the software that we use, the exact way we use it, how we track, the inventory, how we
track sales, trends.
Yeah.
Man, because isn't that fun to look back on and go, oh.
So that is something that Savannah and I do, and I do it a little bit more frequently now than before, is we actually will pull the daily sales report, and we'll look at exactly what's sold for the day. We can pull that up actually, because
I'd be interested, because it's been a really slow week, but we had citrus and turkeys show up today, so it was busy. But how much of that was pre-sales? How much of that was people shopping?
Yeah.
How many of them had sales but also shopped? I definitely saw that, but not
people with that bought something bulk and then came in because
they came in for this, that, and then
there was the husband and wife that each came in their own BMW.
They each had their own BMW?
Yes.
So they drove separate?
They drove separate.
But they came here together?
Yes.
Like a little date?
Mike and I were working. Mike told me the story. Mike does pay attention to these types of things.
He would. He has that kind of mental.
So yes, today was a good day in the store. Now, granted, when you're in turkey season, that throws everything out of the windows.
Yeah.
It does.
Because a turkey is not a cheap bird.
No, turkey is very expensive.
Yeah. When I was checking that lady out, I was like, ooh.
All right. So this is today's sales in the store. We are prior day. So that's the nice thing, is this is a really nice thing with Square, is that you can get deep down into the last week. So we will do here as last year. And looking at it and going, okay, so well, actually, wait a minute. I don't want to be last year. I want to be 52 weeks prior. So that was Thursday, because this goes to last Thursday. And you can just see last year was pretty pitiful. It was like $1,500. So that's good. It's good to see. It's good to see average sale in size. Obviously, when you're selling a turkey, that does help. Now, but what I will say is that where I really want to spend my time is down here in reports. Reports is really going to be helpful. So we're going to dive in here. We're going to run with the sales. We're just going to go to item sales. That's the kind of thing we like to look at. I will say I feel Square does suck with this too. And actually, typically what I do is I will download this information and then I can alphabetize it a lot easier. Because look at this. You got custom amount for 116 for what the heck? What was uncategorized?
Whoa.
So guys, this is what you don't want to see, because we literally see that we've got 116 items were sold and we have no idea what they were. Yeah, I'm not sure what this means. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Because some of those are getting like CSA discounts.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm a little confused.
We're gonna have to dive into that.
Yeah. So no wonder. This needs to be today. That was the problem, guys. Sorry, we were looking at the wrong thing. So this is a lot better. Only 11 items.
$9.
No, $95. So we'll get that straightened out.
I do know one of those was
a turkey.
No, it wasn't a turkey. It was the sour mood. None of her stuff was in there.
Yes, I got rid of it.
Yeah.
Someone bought something?
Yeah. Okay. And so I just added it in.
Okay. All right. Well, as you can see here, if you click the top of this, at least does this. We just brought in this 2% milk. We sold 2 of them today. That new product. I told
Snowville's
you. Yeah, Snowville. I said it was a cute. I said it's a cute bottle. It will sell. Savannah said, we don't need another item. And I was like, but I want to try it.
That's fine.
So I brought it in.
I said, okay.
Yes. We sold a bushel of apples today.
What? Wow.
Yeah, let's hope they didn't sell the new ones we just got into the store. Anyway, we shouldn't be selling bushels of apples anymore. So this is the reason why, because we're not in the store and we have staff in there. Looking at this report allows me to give feedback to the team the next day and go, oh yeah, guys, no, don't sell any more apples. We're very short on apples. And apples, jungle gyms. Okay, so those are in there too. Arugula, we sold some of those. Avocados. The beefy chips, of course, we sold a bunch of those. We sold 4 beets. That's crazy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
People do not like beets in Ohio, and so we sold that.
I'm trying to rectify that. I talked to people about beets.
Yeah.
That's the only bird we sold.
Yeah. Well, I didn't let people know. Broccoli. We sold some broccoli. 10 ciders.
Yeah, a lot of cider moved.
Yes, because we haven't had it for a while.
Lots of carrots.
Yep, lots of carrots. 13 bags of carrots.
Of
7 celeries. We will probably need more celery.
And bagged carrots.
What they're going to do is just wipe out the rest of the celery.
Perfect.
Because it's pretty much done. It did a very poor job this year. 4 cilantro, 15 eggs, 9 cookies. Again, so you can see, look at that. 4 bone broth. Brand new product, guys. Super excited about offering this. This is a farmer over in Columbus. They're 90 minutes from us. And we met them at a conference. And we said, we'd love to have your eggs. They said, awesome. We come over your way. And so we're buying their eggs and bone broth, and they're buying our fire cider and vegetables for their store.
Cute.
Yeah.
Love it.
So yeah, we sold some of their eggs today. But yeah, these are the kinds of things, 6 cranberries.
Oh my gosh, wait. We'll go up to ground beef because it was like we were out of ground beef.
Well, that's the reason we're out of ground beef, because the guy orders 10 and 15 at a time.
Wow.
So we have a problem there. But yeah, so you can see right there all the information. And this is something that it's just good for me to go ahead and run through and just understand what sold and how it's being set up and all of that. That new harvest cider. Oh, we need to try this.
I know. I really want to try the harvest one.
Yes. We brought in some new kombucha for the store as well.
Lots of citrus.
Yes. Franklin citrus by the pound.
My favorite was this afternoon. Someone came in and bought a bunch of stuff. The father went out to the car and put the groceries away while I was chatting with his daughter. And he came back in and he was like, I'm going to get another one of the quarts, because he had been smacking on the Page tangerines. He's like, I'm going to need another one of those. So he bought another quart.
Yes.
Okay, we have a question from somebody.
All right, so we'll stop doing this, but you can just see how important that was, because we already, there's a couple things that we realized by looking at this that kind of gave us some information.
Yes. How do we make the slushies in the store? Do we need the slushie machine?
Yes, you do. Yes, and you need an expensive one. Do not buy the cheap Vever one, please, people. Do not.
Don't do it.
Go to Websternaut, get the better or the best.
Will pay for itself.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
And you can put anything in it.
You have to have a certain sugar content.
Yes.
So that's why cider works well, because it does have that specific sugar content.
Yes, but lemonade works as well.
Yep.
Like we've tried lots of different, like Costco's organic lemonade, Milo's lemonade, and then we make
our own secret recipes.
You don't mean
no.
The look of death.
It's a lot of effort into that. It's a trade secret, folks. Trade secret.
Not even the people who work here know. I'm just kidding.
What size cups? I think we use a 12 ounce.
It's actually 16, or is it 12? You're right.
It's 12.
It's 12. Yeah. Is it possible to freeze dry elderberries and goji berries? Absolutely. We've done it. We need to do more of it. Freeze dry?
Yeah. We haven't done as many as we should.
We should probably freeze dry that celery. You guys are going to have to clear cut.
No, we need it for the store. We don't have that much. So the reason we're clear cutting it is there's not much left. So it needs to be just mowed out. Gotcha. It'll go out this week for Thanksgiving, and then we're done.
That's it. Oh, so sad.
Yeah. Actually, I think they harvested some today.
Okay.
But
I just emptied a bin.
Oh, when you stocked it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she harvested. Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions, we are going to go to bed because it's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
We started with citrus, car accidents,
Yeah. All sorts of stuff.
craziness.
Yeah, piano with the kids.
I got my oil changed.
Yeah.
I mean, not mine, the car.
All right. Well, thank you guys. You guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope we got some of your questions answered and kind of shared a little bit about
That
yes.
accelerator in January.
Well, it's launch. We will be teaching it in January.
Mm-hmm.
In December, there will be some self-study, a couple self-study things they can do pre-work to get ready for that.
Yep.
So we're excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not exactly sure when we'll launch it for folks to kind of sign up, but it will be very soon. I can tell you that. So, all right, folks, you have a great night, and we'll chat with you later.